Everything is great and the settings are great to navigate through, would recommend to every gamer. Screen has great color and loads of adjustment. Adaptive sync works right out of the box. No dead, stuck pixels. OSD has a lot of adjustments. Only issue I have is the back light bleed. Screens attached are at the default 50 brightness. Of course the pictures are worst case. In the pictures I moved my mouse cursor close to where it's mostly unnoticeable since my crummy phone camera exaggerates it. I use a brightness of 30 but it's still noticeable in games. Not as much as all black screen, but still there. Would return to try another but they've been out of stock just like the 850. Bought this monitor because the viewing angles on the TN panels I had were making me angry. Unlike my S2716 DGR and S2719 DGF, this thing came out of the box looking fantastic. The viewing angles are great. I instantly returned the S2716 DGR and decided to use the 2719 DGF as my alternate for now until I can find another IPS panel to replace it. Totally recommend this monitor. I bought it at full price as well just because it had the specs I wanted. Mounting was great. I saw a review saying it didn't mount well. I am using the Amazon 2-arm clamp mount and it went right in without issues. The power cord was a little strange having the brick, but once I found a spot to hide it I forgot about it. For under $380 I think it's going to be hard to beat this monitor. Especially since the 27GL850 is consistently out of stock. For the price you are getting, essentially the same panel as the 27GL850, excellent response time plus motion handling, officially certified by NVIDIA, G-Sync support, FreeSync sRGB color space, more money in your pocket. You can actually find this monitor in stock. What's missing from its bigger brother? I almost hesitate to include pictures of the monitor when it's on because the pictures do not accurately show what I am seeing in person. In the pictures it looks as if there may be some excessive glow in the top right and bottom left of the screen, but I assure you that I absolutely do not see that in person and only via my camera. The contrast is okay. You're not going to get the deepest blacks, but it still looks great, and if you're not, the color pops nicely, though I recommend setting the brightness to at least 75 to 80 to get the most out of the picture. Tested out G-Sync with my GTX 1070 and have had no problems. G-Sync is on by default, so you won't even have to go into your settings and mess with it. G-Sync only works via DisplayPort, FYI. Knocking off a star because my stand wobbles a little bit where the foot meets the pole. It also comes with the shortest power cable I have ever seen. It's maybe 3 feet long. There is no swivel and it's entirely made of plastic, so don't get your hopes up for metal anything. If you're looking for a monitor in this price range, I don't really see any need to look any further. Color is accurate and brilliant, with some tweaking required, with HDR option. And gaming, the new COD Modern Warfare runs smooth at maximum 144 FPS. Best monitor I have ever owned, and LG done it right with the price. With the features this monitor has, 1440p 1ms IPS at 144 Hz with GSYNC and HDR. I highly doubt you can find other similar monitors for $380 that look and perform as good as this. This is a great monitor for PC gaming as well as playing on the Xbox One X console. The monitor looks great and is super fast for competitive gaming. Microsoft recently released support for native 1440p as well as 120Hz. This monitor allows you to select both 1440p and 120Hz if you turn off the adaptive sync option in the monitor on screen settings. This allows you to take advantage of the fastest input delay times the monitor has to offer. With adaptive sync, FreeSync 2, you can only select 60Hz unless you drop down to 1080p. This is because at 1440p FreeSync can only go up to 100Hz, at 1080p you can set the Xbox One X back to 120Hz. Overall, I have been very impressed with how this monitor looks and plays. Edit. Got one that has minimal BLB compared to this one. Now I don't struggle by looking at left corner of the monitor while watching movies or anything. IPS glow exists but BLB is minimal compared to the last one. We'll update the picture later on. Colors are beautiful, response time is great, G-Sync works out of the box flawlessly. Gaming experience got much better with this monitor. Highly recommended, assuming you get a good model. Cons. Seems I lost the panel lottery, as I noticed the BLB when playing dark-themed games or watching movies. Build quality is okay. Pros. Pretty much everything else, it is a great monitor. BLB was so bad I had to return it. Doesn't feel good as I waited more than a month for this monitor to arrive. Click link in description for more reviews.